So in this video today, I'm going to help you to understand more behind the mind of the maestro in terms of his music creation. So to help you in your own creative journey, we're going to be looking today at Jacob Collier and also AURORA, the song A Rock Somewhere, and also The Seed. Let's check it out. So somehow they've got looks like an upright piano over there. Yeah, Jacob comes in, he's kind of coming in looking a bit like 007. Alright, here we go. You can see some of the covers are removed from the piano. You can see the strings. Beautiful. Well, there we go. It's all there. That looks so beautiful. So what was that first note? E flat. I reckon we're going to be in the key of E flat. You can actually see on that left hand he's got an F, a B flat. Something else in there. Sounds like a kind of second inversion of B flat. So it would seem that we're in the key of E flat. That's the major scale. So chord 4, chord 3, 5. Yes, some kind of inversion and then 5. Yeah, so A flat, G minor, or maybe like a major 7 on E flat. First inversion, Jacob likes his inversions, the use of, and then chord 5, B flat. Let's get into it.
I'm on a rock somewhere.
Okay, so the progression is quite clear there. So you got 4, 1 in first inversion, and then 5. Okay.
It's the only one I know, and I know it well. Somehow I know you're there.
That's really interesting. So rather than going to the minor, so rather than going, that's got its place, but that first inversion to me just creates that bit more ambiguity. It's not quite settled. This is very functional, going from chord 4 to chord 3. That's very functional. But this, you can tell that we've got a home, but we're not quite home because the left hand's on that G. Beautiful, and I like that. Going to 5, beautiful.
And I'm waiting on.
And also, it's interesting as well because by doing that, it keeps all the chords major. So that's a major, that's a major, and that's major. So that's actually really interesting if you want to kind of employ a way, rather than playing minor chords, essentially whatever minor chord you want to go to. So for example, in this key you've got G minor, take that top note upper semitone, and then that will become a first inversion of this high note, so in this case E flat, because the same thing could be done on the 2, which would normally be a minor. Ooh, so that D flat isn't in the scale of E flat, so already that's going to create some really interesting, that's an interesting feeling right there. Likewise on the 6, which would normally be C minor, lift up that pinky to be A flat, first inversion of the A flat. Then how would that sound in context? So if I did like a progression, just to show you how you could use this, so you could do E flat, C minor, and just go to B flat. Now I'm going to employ the inversion. So watch this. So E flat, inversion, first inversion on, oh, beautiful. Yeah. Likewise on the 2. So if we did a 1, 4, 2. So that was our progression, and we're going to make this last chord now have that first inversion major feel. It'll be like this. Ooh. And that's kind of essentially, when we do it in that context, no, that's essentially kind of implying the world of A flat. So already there, that's a way that you could really move between keys using it in this context on the 2. So yeah, very interesting, Jacob, very interesting. Just that one little change, rather than minor, just playing an inversion, and that can take you to a whole other world. Beautiful. That was nice. And it's important to be able to kind of hear these things, and if you take time and really kind of have it in your mind, like the only reason I could pick that up quite quickly is because I can hear it in my head. Boom, 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 boom. That's home. So the next note just is a tone higher than it. Da 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 home. Yeah. Right here. Beautiful.
I'm ringing the old church bell. See the people come and go, and they go so well.
That was interesting. That last chord wasn't a straight B flat. He did a kind of, what was that? It was a chord 1. I tell you, Jacob with his inversions.
See the people
Really
come
good.
and go, and they go so well.
Oh, interesting. So at some point the chord progression changed. Rather than just going 4, 1 inversion 5, he did 4, 6, and then he went to 1 as a first inversion. So interesting. So the progression is actually shifting a little bit. Okay.
They're counting the coins back there. It's the only thing they know.
Interesting.
And even
I heard that, so he finished on a. It sounded like a second inversion. So Jacob with his inversions yet again.
when I'm wide awake, I know that you've been having other dreams for sure. If nothing's ever gonna change at all, I'll be waiting on the world, only waiting on the world.
I'll be waiting on the world.
There she is.
I'll be waiting on the world. I'll be waiting on the world.
Us musicians would refer to that as kind of being implying the quote unquote lick. Da, 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 da. Same kind of idea. Da. I can hear that's the 6. To me, in my mind, I can hear that would naturally lend itself to that kind of minor feel. Da, da, ba, 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 minor third up, da, da, to feel like that chord. Da, 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 da. And that really helps when you can really kind of see it in your mind in terms of these phrases. And then once you're able to kind of get a reference point in terms of, you know, what a particular note is, it might be the first note, middle note, last note, you can kind of make a clear passage to be able to quickly analyze what these kind of licks are, riffs are. Yeah.
The world.
Well, she really likes the lick. Da, 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 da. You can hear that. Okay. Yeah, so she's really kind of capitalizing on that lick. Da, 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 da. So she's singing a harmony with Jacob. So finishing on that 6. Interesting.
You cannot eat money, oh no. You cannot eat money, oh no.
6 to the 1.
When the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poison, you cannot eat money, oh no. You cannot eat money, oh no.
So it sounds like kind of like fifths as opposed to, yeah. So he's playing like fifths apart.
You cannot eat money, oh no.
E flat.
When the last tree has fallen and the rivers
flat.
are poison, you cannot eat money, oh.
Interesting. Major 2. Very interesting. Oh, you better sing. Aurora singing that major 7. Beautiful. How Jacob's singing with that. How did he sing that? Because it's interesting, because that 2 is not the major. I mean, it's not the minor. If it was lending itself to the diatonic key of E flat, it would have that minor quality. But that's really nice. So we've got like a C minor implied, E flat. So yeah, beautiful. And then going down to the 4, so B flat, A flat, and then major 2. But it sounds like Jacob kind of sang through this major 2. Let's have a listen. Right here. Ah. So he's singing through it. Interesting. It's interesting, that major 2 at that point, you could kind of think about that kind of like being the 5 in B flat. Yeah, like Mixolydian scale. Yeah, all that stuff is, quite simply, I'm just thinking in the world of B flat at this point in time. So you have to think about key signatures now. We're in the key of A flat, which has 3 flats. But at that point of the F, it broke the rule. So that A flat became major. So essentially we're left with 2 flats, and that would lend itself to B flat major. So essentially at that point, you can kind of play anything in relation to B flat major and it would work. Yeah, so up until then, stuff in E flat would work perfectly. E flat all the way. But then when we get to this F, just play stuff in B flat. Beautiful. I like that. Yeah. That's interesting at that point. He's singing the F over a 1, which is creating an add 2, and I've noticed that Jacob definitely plays these chords, these add 2s, but in this case he's actually kind of singing it, singing the add 2 and playing it. It works perfectly. Excuse me. Okay. So let's see what's happening there. It's interesting because up until now, like, the chords have been pretty straight. Like, it's been pretty functional, let's put it that way. I did notice that difference harmonically right at that point, so that kind of created some tension. Up until now, 5 minutes and 16 seconds in, there hasn't been too much kind of, let's put it this way, eyeball raising moments, let's put it that way. Everything's kind of had its place, it works very well, but in terms of like stretching the harmony, there hasn't really been like a feeling, to me anyway, of being like, any kind of big extremes, as is often the case with Jacob. But right at that point, that was the perfect time to pull something out of the bag. So yeah, let's get some context. So let's play through some of these chords. So okay, so here we go. And then so interesting. Do you know what's so interesting about that? All that's happening is that, if I'm not mistaken, you just have a D and an F. It's not even like... Excuse me. I'm trying to like work out, is there another note in there? I think it's just a D and F. I'm just going to go with it, the diatone. But there's something about inversion. So normally, he would go to B flat. So there's something about just taking away that and just playing that minor third that is powerful. Wow. Let's get some context. So we were here, and Jacob's singing the F. First inversion of the 4. Oh, Jacob. The master at work. That is so nice. Sing, Aurora. Okay, before because they're about to end, it looks like. Let's look at what was happening there. That was beautiful. Yeah, right here. Kind of like a call and response kind of feel. Beautiful. Yeah. Interesting. So Jacob's got all this, colouring happening, but then he goes to the -6. Whoa. So rather than so the context is C minor, and you got this kind of implying kind of like an F major over the C. You can think about it like that, or like a -6 kind of feel. Either way, that is going to create interest, and once again, that's kind of referring to that B flat kind of feel. In terms of improvisation, you could just improvise over that B flat major scale, and you'll be good. Yeah. And she's even singing that as well. So she's singing through that. Beautiful. And Jacob's catching it as well. And they changed it. All right, there's probably a reason why that works. So hold on, let's look at that. So you have, hold on. So the first one actually does. Sorry. Let me go back a sec. Sure. So she's got, and then interesting. Back to that lick even. Oh, that's wonderful. See if I can remember that. So let's see how this looks. Oh, okay. See if I can remember it. Okay. Building on the C. Okay. That was powerful. So there's a message being sent out there. Yeah. That was powerful. Let's look at that last kind of cry. So she's... So they're actually... Interesting. So she's on the major 7, he's on the 3rd, so they're 5th apart. There's no bass, no foundation, so it's literally a cry. Had there been a C minor, because they were building up with a C minor. And this is all C minor stuff. So with that C minor, you essentially have a 9. So without it, you got the 5th, which is very open, and you got that 9, which is extremely open. So that really is a cry, because all the and you think about Jacob as well, like, yeah, this stuff isn't just done for fun. You know, I'm sure there's a reason behind it. Think about it, the foundation has been stripped away. So up until now, you got this C minor stuff. Let me play that for you. So all this stuff right here, building, C minor stuff, and then I can even hear it in her voice as well. And then the foundation gets stripped away and you're just left with, yeah, there's a reason for that. That's powerful. That's powerful. That's powerful. Oh, she actually resolves. So by the end, she's actually on that C. Whoa. Guys, I hope this was helpful to you. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.